Well, good afternoon, Holy Trinity. This is Pastor Daniel checking in with you once again for another video update. Now, I've got a couple things to go over with you today, but one of the first things I wanted to talk about was why we haven't had video updates every single week for the last couple of weeks. And that primarily has to do with now that we're back in-person worship, and announcements are going out during the announcement time during in-person worship, and that we're also back to the Friday email that had a lot of the announcements in it. It seemed more appropriate to just let those two avenues be a place where information would go out to the parish instead of also receiving another video update that would essentially tell us all the same thing. So we've cut back on the video updates a little bit because a lot of that information is already going out on the Friday email, and you hear about it on Sunday morning during the announcement time. Whether you're worshiping in person or you're watching online, the information is still going out. So we've cut back on the video updates just a little bit and reserved the video updates for more poignant information that needs to go out in a timely manner, but also where we might need to do a little more explanation of whatever the announcement might be. The video update gives us an opportunity to get more detailed if necessary. So that's why we haven't had a lot of video updates lately. I can say that we will be having more video updates coming out soon because we're starting to hit the middle and the gut section of our stewardship campaign, and we do have information to get out to the parish. And so we'll be using the video updates as a platform to do that. In addition, once we get through October and into November, which is right around the corner, we'll also be putting out information about Advent, Christmas Eve, and Christmas Day services in our schedule and what they're all going to look like and changes to that. And we'll also be getting that information out through the video update. So I know we've been through a bit of a quiet period with our video updates, and that's simply because we were able to get the information out on Sunday morning and on Friday email. But we are coming into a season where we're going to be utilizing the video updates a little bit more often because we do have a lot of important information that'll be coming out over probably the next month or so. So do stay tuned and keep a watch on the website and on your emails because we will have more video updates coming out. But for this video update, primarily going to talk about stewardship. And what's going on with our stewardship campaign. So as I have talked about on Sunday morning, our stewardship campaign has begun. It started back on at the beginning of October. And it began with these reflections that are in our Sunday bulletin. And every single week, there's a new reflection that I encourage people to read as they are beginning to gather their thoughts and to prayerfully discern what stewardship is going to look like for them in this current year. And they've been going out. They are on the digital version of our bulletin that's on our website, and also they are in the printed bulletin that goes out on Sunday morning for those who are in person worship. And they're on the Friday email. If you scroll down through the Friday email, you'll see that week's reflection in the Friday emails. And those reflections will continue until our stewardship time is concluded on the first Sunday of Advent, which is November 29th, I believe. But this week, in fact today, we did our first mailing. There is a letter that has gone out in the mail that went out this afternoon. So you should be receiving that letter anywhere from Saturday to Monday. You should be receiving a letter from the church. And that is the first of two letters that is going out. And this first letter has a letter from our senior warden, Mrs. Joni Pfeiffer, to the parish about stewardship this year. That letter also includes another letter from our newly formed Invite, Welcome, Connect Steering Committee, which is a group of people who are working on the Invite, Welcome, Connect program, which you've probably heard a little bit about. And you'll be hearing more about that, especially after the first of the year, when we get to a place where we can really start reopening our programming back at the church. Hopefully, our health protocols and the whole COVID situation will allow us to do that. As we begin to reopen our church for wider programming, the Invite, Welcome, Connect Steering Committee will be help leading us into all of the new programming and such that's going to happen here at Holy Trinity. And they have also included a letter to the parish that they would like you to read and participate in if possible. So that's the first mailing that is just gone out today, and I wanted to make everyone aware that you should be receiving that probably Saturday, Monday, and no later than Tuesday. But I also want to make everyone aware that all that content will also be available on our website. We've recently added a section to our website called Giving and Stewardship. And if you go to our website, which is www.holytrinityclw.org, on our home page, if you scroll across the kind of middle top section of it, you'll see a new tab called Giving and Stewardship. And if you hover your pointer or your cursor over the Giving and Stewardship tab, a drop-down menu will open up, and there's two buttons to click in there. One is Stewardship 2020, and another one is Give to Holy Trinity. And under the Give to Holy Trinity tab, it has our online giving button where you can make an online contribution to Holy Trinity. But the Stewardship 2020 tab is a new web page. And if you click that, it will bring you to all of the resources that we're sending out. So all of the Sunday reflections that we're sending out are going to be on that web page. The letter from our senior warden is going to be on that page. And then as time goes on, when new correspondence come out from the church, they will be added to the web page also. And so I just wanted to point everybody in the direction of our new stewardship web page, where you can get access to all of the things that we're sending out, also through an electronic means as well. So that's something that I wanted to make everyone aware of, and we'll be updating that web page as new correspondence goes out. And speaking of new correspondence, I just wanted to give everyone a preview of what's to come. So as I talked about, today we sent out a letter from our senior warden and the Invite, Welcome, Connect steering committee, and both of those letters will be in the correspondence that was mailed today. 1 week from today, next week, we will be mailing out a letter from myself, a letter from the rector in regards to stewardship, and in that letter will be our new pledge letters. So instead of a pledge card, which would go out traditionally, we're sending out a full letter, and it's an expanded letter with some more options and things on it that you get to entertain, and that would be what you would fill out as a part of your pledge for the year 2021, and then send back to the church. And all of that is going to be going out next week, this time next week. That will be going out. That letter and the blank pledge letter, the pledge card, will also be available on our website for download if you wish, and that will all happen sometime next week. And then following that, throughout the beginning of the month of November, I'm going to be putting videos online that specifically talk about stewardship and stewardship here at Holy Trinity. And so once again, you'll get an email when we send out those videos. Those videos will be on our Stewardship 2020 webpage. And so that's where you'll be able to gain access to watch those and to listen and consider the content of those videos as you discern your pledge for 2021. And then ultimately, all of these will be collected hopefully on Advent the first Sunday of Advent, Advent 1, which is November 29th. And so that's just kind of a preview of our timeline, of our schedule. And I just wanted to use this video update to make everyone aware of that. So for right now, that's all I have for you. Next week's video update, I'll talk a little bit more about my letter and the new stewardship letter, the letter that you actually fill out and send back to the church, and a little bit more about the upcoming videos that will be right around the corner. So that's a preview of what's coming up, and so that's all I have for you today. So as I have come accustomed to say, that until we get to see each other face to face, just know that my thoughts and prayers are with each and every one of you. And may God's blessings be upon us all, always. Bye-bye now.